Hello, my amazing artist, and welcome back to Art Part with me, Miss H. And this week, we are going to learn how we can create art while listening to music and having that music be the inspiration for our art creation. So before we begin, I want to introduce you to an artist called Wassily Kandinsky. Wassily Kandinsky was a Russian painter, and he is known as the pioneer of abstract art. So to review, abstract art is when we make art that doesn't look like something in particular. You can see that Kandinsky uses a lot of color. He uses line and shape to create his abstract artwork. And something interesting about Kandinsky is that he had a condition called synesthesia, which meant that he could actually see music when he listened to it, and he could hear colors. So when he looked at certain colors, he would hear different music, and then reverse. When he would listen to music, he could see colors. It's pretty amazing, and it's a really unique condition that people have all over the world, but everyone experiences it differently, which is just really amazing that our brains can do this. So people said that Kandinsky's artwork looked like music was dancing on the page, which I can see when I look at his artworks. Let's look at a few more. Do you see this? It's very animated. He uses bright colors, very enthusiastic and energetic lines, and those lines even turn into shapes. Some of them can kind of look like it's a picture, but then others just look more abstract. So he would use his synesthesia as a helping tool to help him create this artwork. I've included some videos here. Let's see, and then they pop up on this slide, and there's all sorts of cool things that you might be interested in learning about. So this video here is just an example art project you could do if you have extra time this week. This explains a little more about Kandinsky and what synesthesia is and how it affected him and the way he used it to help him create art. This is a little book here, a read aloud about Kandinsky. And then this video is really cool. It is kind of a visual representation of what it can look like if you have synesthesia. So I really love that video. I would give it a watch if you have time. And then something else I wanted to explain before we start is we will be using music this week to help us create our artwork. In this project, I will be using oil pastels and watercolor paint. Oil pastels are really similar to crayons, so if you only have crayons at your house, please use those. And if you don't have paint at your house, that's okay. The whole purpose of this week's lesson is to see how we can use music to help inspire and create our visual artwork, which is artwork that we put out on paper that we can look at. So if you only have let's say a pencil and paper, that's okay. You can still use the music to help inspire the way that you draw and put down your lines or shapes onto the paper. So go ahead and click onto my next page, and I will walk you through step by step of what we're going to do. If you do have crayons or oil pastels, go and grab those. And if you have paint, you can grab that as well. Remember, if you only have pencil and paper, that's good too. Other items you could use for this week's project are crayons, markers, colored pencils, maybe pens or gel pen. Whatever you would like will work. There's not one right or wrong way of doing this, but I would like you to follow along with me and draw what you think of when you hear this different music that I'll be playing in the next video. Okay, artists, I hope you have fun, take chances, and stay curious.